I was like, cool, no problem. That's an easy fix. Or my car got stolen. But then as soon as you see the footage, you're just like you go in your vigilante mode, you're like, I will find you.
Today we're going to talk about times that something has been stolen from us, or times that we were swindled out of money, or just plain got something jacked.
You guys already know my story.
Yeah.
But we have another story.
Where we just found out that we're sisters and we've both been robbed.
We're victims.
Yeah, we're victims. My car was stolen. I was robbed from a Planet Fitness. I innocently, after the beach, went to go take a shower because I was gonna go teach or do something with dance or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll just go shower at the gym really quick. And then I get all changed, I grab my bag, I walk outside, and I'm like looking in the parking lot, and I'm like literally like circling the parking lot, like I swear I parked right here. And then I'm literally like starting to trip out, I'm like, no way. And then I'm starting to get emotional, I'm like, wait, did my car get stolen? And then like I start to call my friend, and this guy is like sitting in this van just like by himself, he's like, I saw everything. And I'm like, I like hang with my friend, I'm like, what? And then he's like, yeah, like some girl came out, there was a guy with her, and then they just like, you know, got in your car and just left. And I was like, oh, like you saw them? He was like, yeah, they just like walked right out. Like it was like as soon as I walked in. So he's like, I assumed that like maybe that was like your friends or something, but it was so fast because basically from the time I went into the gym to the time that my car left, it just didn't add up. So he's like, but I don't know. But seeing you walk around in circles so many times, he's like, okay, obviously.
I put those two together.
Yeah, he put it together, and he like, thankfully he was there to say something, because like, what the heck? Like we went through security cameras, you could see her like walk out like this, like she didn't want to be seen. It was like crazy. And then I was a pedestrian for like a month, and then
that's so ballsy.
I had a little stick with a little bag everywhere.
She took all of your keys?
She just took my keys. So thankfully she left my wallet, left my phone, left everything. Because you know how like there's like that little like stall that you can shower or like put your stuff in to change like from the gym shower.
Yeah.
So she must have just seen me go in there and like not put my stuff in the locker because I just was gonna be like 5 minutes, you know? Yeah. And she just walked in there, literally went through my stuff, grabbed only my keys, walked out and left. It was crazy. I was robbed. Like,
damn.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it was like old time.
You like that feeling, though.
Dude, I'm so sick.
No. It's really crazy. And then like,
it is. You really do go through like so many different questions and emotions in your head, and you feel like, did I park it somewhere else?
Yeah.
And you're like, why would I park it anywhere else but
towed?
my parking spot? Yeah, the towing. I mean, you get to like only so many variations of possibilities of what could have happened.
Yeah.
So it was okay. Hopefully it was wrongfully towed, which was happening at my apartment complex. I was like, cool, no problem. That's an easy fix. Or my car got stolen. But then as soon as you see the footage, you're just like you go in your vigilante mode, you're like, I will fucking find you.
No, it's crazy. Like, who is really a thief? Like, they're literally thieves out here. Like, it's...
She got a Planet Fitness membership.
Dude, and yeah, but also that's so ballsy to go in somebody's bag and grab their keys.
And then, like, so they found my car, so I'm like, it's like 5 in the morning. I'm like, okay, like, I have to quit all my jobs that are fun and get, like, real work, you know? And I'm, like, kind of, like, just really going through it. I'm praying and I'm praying. I'm like, okay, God, this is what you want me to do. And then I get a phone call at, like, 5. I'm literally about to fall asleep. And then, like, it says, like, the police department. I'm like, hello? And then they're like, is this Andrea, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like,
did they say it in the accent though?
They said it just like that, and I was like, yes, it is. And then,
meet them at their level.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, who do you need me to be to get my car back? And they're like, we found your Mazda, blah, blah, blah. And I was
Was
like,
it a Mazda?
Yeah, it was like just a nice little, nothing too fancy, but it's a nice little Mazda. And then they found it, and then I was like, no way, like that's so crazy that they found it. Seat covers are gone, laptop gone, every little thing, like anything that was in there, it was like basically like a brand new car. And they smoked in it too. It smelled like cigarettes in there. I was like, bruh.
That's gross.
But hey, I got my car back. So I don't know. I think they asked me if I wanted to press charges, and I was just like, I don't care. I really just want my car.
Damn.
I get it though. You just don't want to deal with it anymore. You just want to move on, and it takes time and effort.
Yeah.
She'll get her situation figured out. You know what I mean? Like.
But moving on, if this ever happens to you again, which I pray it doesn't, press fucking charges. Like we gotta like.
You're gonna keep doing it.
Back. I can't believe.
You got footage, you got like evidence, you got everything.
And they like pulled up her membership and everything, but they like still couldn't like fully prove it because they couldn't. It was like she was like on a guest pass or something. It was like this thing where it felt very obvious where it's like she literally has to sign in to be at the gym. Like we know, you can look at the timestamps of like when they clock in. And it's like it has to be this person, but they couldn't like prove it because the camera outside was busted. So like the only thing you can really see is like her walking out like briskly after like just checking in. So it's like, you know, and then like whenever they found it, it was somebody else, so not the girl who took it. I guess they like try to sell it to another family or something like that. But when they were
damn, man, they're really moving.
So literally, I was just like, "Thank you for my car."
Dude, they move so fast.
Yeah, no, it is.
Mine was a full like chop shop situation.
Yeah,
found it.
It was gutted, right?
It was gutted completely.
That's crazy though, from your home like garage, like, cause that'd be kind of traumatizing.
Oh, it is.
It's a nice place too.
It was in the lower level garage in my parking spot. So they went through the top floor and like broke into a few cars, stole some stuff, came down, was scoping out a few different cars. And this was like during the whole Kia Boy situation where that information was all out.
Yeah.
And pinpointed my car at the time, got in very quickly, was able to start it very quickly. And then
this fast
it was like a 6-minute situation, and then that was it.
Man.
Found it 3 days later, fully just abandoned. Yeah.
Sheesh. Man. It's like, do you still drive that car?
Fuck no. I was praying.
No Kias, no more.
Yeah, I was praying. I was like, please be totaled. Please be totaled. Please be totaled.
And then remember you thought you didn't have insurance to cover it?
Yo. Okay, so the reason why I thought I
dude.
didn't have insurance because there was like back-to-back things happening in my life that was just putting fires out left and right. So I think my brain just auto defaulted to worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And then within like, I think it was like the day after, I look at my insurance, I'm like, I'm good.
Before that, she was like, I have no coverage. I have no coverage. I said, what am I gonna do?
Just gaslighting myself.
And then you look, you're like,
oh, this is good.
how long has it been like this?
Which is so funny to like feel that for that long for my own doing.
You know, I get double coverage?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think I got it.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy what your brain will do to you when you are constantly
Yeah,
like, fight or
right.
flight.
When the worst thing's
constantly
happening back to back, yeah.
It's like literally being out of your skin. You're like, wait, it was right here.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like there's no, and it's huge. Like it's a metal ton. It's not like I just like put this here. It was like
You feel like a piece of your memory just like vanished.
no, literally. It's like, what do you mean a whole car? You stole a car? What do you like? Like oh my gosh.
It's like a magician trick.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like.
What about
car,
what about the
normal
feeling
car.
of like, you know, that gross like privacy breach feeling that you get?
When I got back in my car, it definitely felt like, it felt like somebody else's. It felt like a rental or something. It just didn't.
Well, it's someone smoked it.
Yeah, and someone smoked it. So I'm just like, ugh.
But you said it was like gutted with other.
So all the stuff was still, like the function of the car was still fine. Just like all my personal belongings, like anything, like even like little stickers I had on the back, like everything.
Oh, because they were trying to sell that shit, so they probably had to get rid of all the personal.
Anything that could have. But you could still see like where my little decal was in the back though. So like they didn't like wash it. So like you could literally see the little sticker I had right there. It said, I hope something good happens to you today. Oh, okay.
That was your sticker?
And they robbed me.
That's so funny.
That's a good
funny
sticker.
sticker for that situation.
You know,
That's good.
They had to look at that and be like, fuck you. Like
Damn, man.
You ain't living in LA until something gets stolen from you.
Yeah.
That's the true. Welcome to LA.
I got it back. That's crazy.
don't
That's actually God's good.
There was when I had my studios, there was a model like who was doing a shoot, and then she like frantically was like, oh my god, someone stole like stuff out of my car. We were like, what'd they take? And she goes, my purse and my gun. Oh.
What the heck?
I was like, you left your purse and your gun in the car?
That's like
In downtown?
those things are supposed to be on you for protection and ID.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
And then that becomes a thing that you probably don't want to report it
Right.
in the most truthful way.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're allowed to have a gun in your car. It just
but
needs to be.
it doesn't sound like
secured,
it doesn't
and
sound
needs
like the
to be-
legal
Doesn't
kind.
seem like it doesn't seem like she had it in the proper.
Yeah.
You know.
That just sounded like a dude lent it to her or something. She sounded weird about it. I was like, oh. That's
Yeah.
not
Have you ever been robbed?
Nah, not like that. I mean, the most I've had was like like all of my cars have been something's been taken from it.
Like broken into.
But the whole thing's never been stolen. I've had like people get into, they've taken my sound system. Somebody was, when my car was parked at my parents' house one night, the neighbor caught someone trying to take, like, looked like they were trying to take my whole engine out.
What the
Oh
heck?
my god.
Because there were a string of Downey robberies where these mechanics were robbing everybody and they were taking car parts.
It's like they know what's up.
Yeah, they were like the local actual mechanics were like stealing catalytics and other shit. And then I remember I didn't know that happened. And that morning I got into my car and I started driving and I was like, yo, why my gas pedal don't do nothing today? It was like barely moving. And I was like, oh shit. I looked up my hood and my whole intake was like detached. All the it looked like it was ready to come out. And I was like, what the hell? And then my neighbor was like, yo, I saw the guy who was doing that. And then he chased him off, I guess. And then that guy got caught at the next house that night.
Oh my
He
gosh.
was going like,
Came back. Idiot.
yeah, crazy.
What a very specific crime. Like, I'm just gonna take something that you need, like, but not like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So one guy.
That's also very hard to steal.
It's like taking one shoe. It's like,
yeah,
like,
Earring bats.
or just the laces. Yeah, let me take all your laces out.
it's like, man,
Like
it's
half.
very specific. It's like, I'm not gonna take the whole car. Like,
Yeah.
that's too much.
And then when I had my DeLorean, I had that parked in the inside of a gate. And then I remember getting in and I was like, I don't usually leave the glove compartment open. I was like, what the heck is that? And then I looked at the cameras and then there's a guy randomly just like, it looks like he's just walking by and then he climbs over the gate and then opens the whole DeLorean door and is just like going through it and doesn't find anything and leaves. And he closes it and everything. And I was
What
like,
the
He's like,
heck?
hey. It's like,
yeah, I didn't lock it because I wasn't gonna be there that long. But I'm like, damn, that's crazy that he literally like the feeling. It's like so gross that a guy's like in there.
I feel like
Violent.
new cars should have like those dash cams just like built into it, where it's like,
Teslas.
Yeah,
as soon as the
yeah.
doors
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
seen that
Outsides.
video that just happened to like the dash cam? Like,
Which one?
it's like it's like an insurance fraud where like this car is behind
Yes,
him.
that's everywhere right now.
Crazy.
And then they backed up and like hit him.
There's like a trash bag and like they switched seats.
They covered the back windshield so they could change
Like, I
seats.
know the dash cams sales probably went.
Didn't they catch up to that car? Like some people found it parked outside and they fucked it up.
I think, like the community at large.
Yeah,
was like,
they fucked up this
is messed
car because they recognized the car from that video that went viral, and they're like, "Oh, these are those scammers." And then they smashed the window. They wrote rats on it. Like
I
they
didn't know
fucked
that.
it up.
Imagine that's a stolen
Yeah.
car.
Oh fuck. Wait, was it the Honda video where they got stuck on the freeway?
I don't know if it's
Backed it up?
Yeah, that one where it's like a gray car and then it like stops.
Oh yeah.
People come out like this.
Yeah, try to brake check them. Yeah. Oh my god.
Why did they switch? Why didn't they just start with?
Maybe he didn't trust that the girl could do it right or something, and so he did it and then switched. I don't know. I don't get it.
I remember seeing a video and the dude was acting hurt, and then he saw the camera, he was like, "Whoa," and then he acted more hurt. Yeah. That's so weird.
What about? Did you ever get anything robbed? Like
Oh yeah, I got so much shit jacked.
you got your bike stolen, right?
Bike stolen. I got my, people broke into my car, stole Jarrell's and my buddy's Nintendo and my whole barber clippers. I got my $1,000 worth of tools stolen.
That's really shot.
I got so much stolen, but this is a weird one. I bought like a motorcycle cage for my bike. I went to go sell my bike, a couple months later, and then the guy came up and looked at the motorcycle, and I was like, yo, aren't you gonna buy the bike? Why don't you bring your truck? He looked at my motorcycle and he's like, dude, that cage is mine. Yeah, so that's a different story right there.
Wait a minute.
I was like, what?
Somebody else sold it to you.
So some crackhead put it up for sale, but didn't specify like what bike it was for, but I knew what it was for. I was like, yo, that's from my bike. Bought it for $100. Those things go for $400. So I was just like, dude, this has to be something wrong with it, but it was just from my bike. Anyways, fucking the dude pulls up, calls his buddies over, calls the cops over, and goes like, this is my cage, you stole my bike, you stole my cage, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, there's no way. So the whole time he was about to beat me up, and I was just like, if you're gonna beat me up, you gotta beat me up, because there's a cop right there. I was like, do what you gotta do, but at the end of the day, I can promise you, I didn't steal your bike. Because if I did steal it, I was like, beat me up. And if I stole your cage, I would have changed the whole fucking cage.
So he thought you stole his whole bike and parted it out?
Yeah, but then the cage, I left it the way I bought it. If I told him, if you think I stole your bike, your cage, wouldn't I have painted it?
Wouldn't you be able to pull up the conversation with the buyer or seller?
Oh, so it was like a year after, but I got so lucky that I fucking went to my email and I typed in cage and then that post pulled up.
Wow. So you showed it to him?
We showed it to him, we opened up his page again and his bike parts were on that dude's page.
Damn.
That's actually...
Yeah, so I was like, thank you, Jesus. Yeah. I was like, this fucker is big. Ain't no way I'm dating this guy.
I swear.
But yeah, so guess what? We worked together actually. We messaged them. And then
that account was still going?
To pretend like you were a buyer.
Yeah, so I messaged him and then we got his number. They met up.
Crimes over here.
They met up and actually beat the fuck out of him. And he sent me a video and said, look what I did.
Allegedly.
He sent you a video of the guy like going,
Allegedly.
He said, I got him.
damn.
And I was like, damn. It was an old ass white dude. He was just filming him saying, oh, is this your part by any chance? He's like, no, it's not. Dunk! Just clocked him.
Dunk!
And he was like, just letting you know I did get this food. And I was like, thank you, Lord.
Wow.
That would have been me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a real life story though. It's like straight up. I'm actually really cool with him to this day.
That's so cool.
Nice.
So yeah.
I bet he feels bad that he almost clocked you over nothing.
He was more mad that I wasn't that dude.
Oh, because he has to do more work.
He really wanted to knock someone out.
Yeah. Plus, if he's bigger than you.
Oh yeah, you want justice for...
Yeah, but he's, that's what he said. He said, you know what, fuck this, fuck the cage, fuck the bike. I felt so fucking violated. I wanted to knock somebody out.
And he was able to confirm for sure that guy is the same guy who stole it? Because what if that guy bought the bike?
The problem was...
It's uh-oh.
Yeah.
The problem was, he doesn't know what any of the parts go for.
Oh, so he has no story.
He has about five parts that was his bike, for his bike. All the pieces came off.
It's too perfect.
It's two.
No alibi for why he's got all that shit. Okay.
Picture he showed me had everything.
That's worth the dunk, yeah.
Oh, it's definitely worth a dunk. It was an old ass, like a Hispanic dude too.
Oh, he's changing.
In Van Nuys.
Okay.
So I was just like, that sounds about right, bro.
Like they get more specific with race.
Hell yeah. Because when he pulled up, no, it's not about race. Come on, man. What are you doing? You're making me switch my story, bro.
He's an old ass white guy.
He's an old ass Hispanic dude, but he pulled up to his garage. There was so many bike parts.
Oh.
This is his thing.
Yeah, he said there's no paper for any of them. The VINs were scratched. He said this was definitely...
Yeah, the VIN scratching is a...
Yeah, it's telltale.
Come on.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like, yeah, so he got his ass beat, and fuck, I felt good.
Well, you also got your friend's bike stolen from your garage. Remember that?
Yeah, so I had my bike in front, my friend's bike in the back. We went to go get an ultrasound Monday morning. Doctor told us, you know what? It's not gonna be an ultrasound today. You're gonna have to deliver today. So I was like, yay, we're happy. I was fucking tired. I come back to the garage, and my friend's bike is stolen.
And that's the one that's like wedged.
It's wedged in the back.
Between the wall and the truck.
What a mix of emotions in
so
one day.
It was like such a tornado of a feeling, but I was like, you know what? Today's gonna be the day where I decide to choose how I feel, which was being happy. You know, my kid's coming out today, so I was just like, I'm gonna be happy for my kid. I kind of felt more offended because they didn't take my bike. I was just like, damn, man, my bike died.
They went around his bike to steal the other one. And it's harder to get the other one because they gotta lift it up over the other one.
But the thing is, his bike is super small and slight, so you could fucking carry that shit around. My bike, I just put a full gas tank in it, so it's super heavy.
So it could have been just one guy.
It was a bum after we checked the camera. Crazy part is, 3 days later, I get a call. Hey, your kid get to go back home. I was like, tight. I was like, man, I feel bad about the bike, but I don't give a fuck at the same time anymore. As soon as I'm going home, I get a call from the sheriff. Hey, we found your bike. The next street over. I was like, what?
One street away, it's crazy.
One street over because they're so scared of passing the sheriff department, which we live right next to. So he just stashed in someone else's property. That property owner, after 2 days, called the cops saying, yo, we have a bike here that someone just left.
Yeah.
They found my car like 2 to 3 minutes away from
Yeah,
here.
isn't that wild? Y'all get carpooled here.
Yeah.
Because you had to come here that day.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I have a lot of shit stolen, but yeah.
Coincidences.
I can't believe that all of our stuff was found. Like that
Yeah,
feels
fortunate.
very fortunate and like
They say eventually things will be found.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
It's just not in the way that you want it.